and welcome to another edition of Thursday Thoughts with Pastor Pat. Thank you for watching this video. This coming Sunday is June 2nd. It's the second Sunday after Pentecost. It's Communion Sunday, and the scripture for this Sunday, comes from Mark chapter 2, the latter part of Mark chapter 2, where Jesus heals on the Sabbath. And so this Sunday will also be the first sermon in a series of 5 on this book, The 5 Practices of Fruitful Congregations, by the Methodist minister Robert Schnazzy. So each week in June, since there's 5 Sundays in June, the worship service will focus on one of those 5 practices. And so it's the book, I will say, was written in 2007. So even though that wasn't terribly long ago, it does seem a little dated when you read it, because in 2007, social media was just getting started. Smartphones hasn't even, I don't think, arrived on the scene yet. It was pre-pandemic, which, as we know, changed everything as well. You can purchase this book on Amazon if you'd like to read along this month. There is a revised edition that I would recommend purchasing, which came out in 2018. That is, it takes in part the digital transformation of how we do church in the decade after that book first came out. It's not required reading by any stretch of the imagination, but I am encouraging it, especially if you are in leadership roles in the congregation. I do want to encourage you to pick up a copy and read it. And we will have small group discussions sometimes this summer to discuss, probably a different small group each time, to discuss the 5 different practices. So if you want to read along, be on the lookout for when those discussion groups happen. This first Sunday, since the lectionary is talking about the Sabbath and what's appropriate on the Sabbath, I thought it would be good to tackle one of the practices that Schnazzy calls passionate worship. So we're going to tackle that idea. What is passionate worship? How do we get there? What does it look like? What would it require of us to become involved in passionate worship? Is it a worship style? Is it a worship in a particular space amongst diverse people? What is passionate worship? I think some of your preconceptions about what passionate worship is might be a little dispelled, but it certainly will be challenging as well. So I hope you come Sunday or listen online. Sunday worship is, of course, at 10 a.m. You can watch online at 10 a.m. every Sunday morning right here on Facebook, or you can come back later and watch the recording of it on Facebook or YouTube, hopefully on YouTube as well too. But take care. God bless. I hope you enjoyed this summer sermon series. It's hard to say. And I hope you keep coming back week after week after week and learn about how we, St. John's, can become a truly fruitful congregation. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.